What's up, YouTube? It's me, Evan. Today I'll be talking about the new Sideshow Darkseid maquette. So when I initially saw this piece, it had the regular head on it, and it was Sideshow's in-house painter, and I love the paint job on it, but I hate it. The head they had on it with the gritting teeth, which is the regular. So I thought about not getting it. But then once I seen the exclusive head, which I have on right now, I had to have it. I love that. It's a more classic style Darkseid head. I just love the way it looks. So out of the box here, I'm happy overall, but there's some problems I have with the paint. It didn't come out at all like what Sideshow had first shown. I will go in for close-ups and tell you what I think. So this head right here, the exclusive head, I love to death. To me, this is an exclusive or fail. I think it looks so much. I think the lightness is just spot on. It's a perfect Darkseid I envision in my head. The eyes are painted really well. I would have really loved a light up, but I don't know why we'll never get that. Yeah, looks really good. The sculpting's excellent. I think the sculpting overall is pretty excellent. Just I got some problem with some factory paint. Alright, now I'm going to go show the regular head. So here goes the regular head, which is it's too much expression for me. To me, Darkseid's kind of a soulless, expressionless monster. I know Kirby used to draw him sometimes laughing and having a lot of expression and rage, but the eyes on this one are kind of uneven, the paint. I don't know if you can shows up on camera, but the white spots in them, kind of cockeyed. And the teeth, don't know if that shows up on camera, but the teeth aren't painted like teeth. They're like metallic or stone. They got like a granite-like look to them. It's very strange. No other Darkseid I have all the other ones have that like that. Yeah, it's hard to tell on camera, but yeah, this head doesn't really do it for me, so I won't be displaying it with that one. Now, as for the these things right here on the prototype were metallic, and they matched the belt down here, and they looked really good. On here, they printed them real dark. I don't know, on camera, the light is shining on them and making them look more metallic, but look at this, like they're kind of like black, which I thought was strange. And the arms have great sculpt to them, but only some are painted darker, and then some they just left. It's really strange. The hand, which I hated, this Cheeto hand, really bothered me from the pictures. I really wish they would have gave a switch out. It actually doesn't look too bad in real life. In the box art, they actually have him like powering up with an orb of orange energy around it, which they could have just sculpted a orb around it, like a see-through translucent orb. It would have looked a lot better instead of just an orange hand. And then the belt they really messed this up. The old Darkseid Premium Format, they messed that up too. And I'll compare them. I'll do a comparison. But on the prototype, I remember it being solid color. Here they made it dark. And then light. It's really weird. If they would have kept it all this light color, it would have been better. Unless they mean this energy is glowing and lighting all this up too, and then it's a shadow under here. That's pretty dumb. Another thing I don't like is the, I don't know why they put this weathering or dirt here. It makes no sense. The prototype it was solid blue with lots of good dark paint in there and highlights. I don't know what they were thinking here. But the color blue on this, I don't mind it at all. I think it looks pretty good. And it has way better shading in here than the old Premium Format. The boots look incredible. I really like the way they look. They even have the Omega symbol in them. And all the wrinkles, and the painting's actually really good, and the texture. Yeah, the sculpt overall, I think is a 10. The other boot looks pretty good too. One thing I do love about this is the inclusion of the Justice League thing here. Like from the Hall of Justice, like he destroyed it. I think that looks epic. And I love that the base isn't so big. The rocks aren't really painted too different, or they all look the same, just like rubble. And this lava effect looks okay. It's not the best. But underneath here, I don't know if I can get this angle. Where it's been like melted or cut with heat ray or something, that effect looks really good. They like sculpted it in there. You can see the pock marks are bubbled up. And it's painted really well. Let's get Darkseid's backside. Let's see what that looks like. Again, this arm right here, you can see it's painted there. Painted there, painted there, nowhere else. They just left it unpainted. It looks really weird. I mean, why do some of it and not all of it? Or just do none of it? Just let the sculpt fill in the cracks. Very strange. The back muscles, love the sculpt on all this. Looks incredible to me. It looks very powerful. The traps or whatever these are. I failed anatomy. They look really good. The paint's pretty good in here. They got the shading in. The legs right here, for some reason they painted, I don't know, that's like a brown, or it's a really weird color. I don't know why they did that. That's a really strange thing to do, but no one's going to see it. One other weird thing they didn't do is, I can't really get the camera angle, I don't think, but underneath his skirt, it's not sculpted. It's just solid, like a solid block, and the legs are just sticking out. It's really weird. All the other Darkseid statues I have, they sculpted in the legs and the butt and the crotch and all that. Except for maybe the old Sideshow Premium Format, but all my other companies, they sculpted all this in. This is just a... Let me see if I can get it without breaking this. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's just solid. There's no sculpt under there. Very weird. But I guess you don't really see it, so it doesn't matter that much. Again, they did this weird thing on the skirt here. The white, I don't understand that at all. I would have rather had it more match the color of all this. The fist looks pretty good. It doesn't really... The glove doesn't compare to Prime 1's New 52. That glove looks like a real glove. Like, you could take it off and wear it. This one's kind of, I don't know, not painted that well. Maybe. That's the problem. The sculpt is phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about the sculpt. On the heads here, let me compare them. So this one and this one. This is the exclusive, the one I love. This one, not a fan of. He's got the extra little chin thing here. Doesn't look too bad. It also has extra sculpting on the back. Little line work. This one's just plain, which I love. Just like how Darkseid should be. So, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, could have been painted better. I wish I knew a local painter that could make it look like the production prototype piece. I mean, Sideshow showed off. I like his size. I like his mass. I like that the base isn't gigantic. The base isn't heavy either. He's pretty heavy. He feels like 35 pounds. The base isn't heavy at all, which I like. I got number 400 and something out of 1,000. That's a pretty decent piece, but I absolutely love this exclusive head sculpt. It's my favorite Darkseid head sculpt I've seen out of any of the statues so far. The likeness of Darkseid. I think it's so comic accurate. Alright, I'll be back with some comparisons to other Darkseids. Alright, here goes a comparison with their old one and the new one. New one blows it out of the water. Way more sculpting. I like how he has more of a face here. This one's a little tiny almond head. Very strange. And I just checked underneath his skirt. Oh, they have legs there. But it's just no underwear. It's just solid stone. So he's free balling under there. I've complained about this one in my past videos. All the no shading, bad QC issues with the paint flaking off and all that. It's a pretty bad statue. I did get $100 off of it for complaining when it came out, so I decided to keep it because I've seen all the other horror stories with people's magnets being weak and this falling off. I got good strong magnets in both these, so I don't want to risk a broken one coming in, so I just kept this one with the paint flaws. Like I said, if I had a master painter close to me, I would send that one out to get repainted too. That one is a little taller, but he's standing up way higher. If you look at the proportions, the feet on this one are much bigger. His legs are thicker. He looks much stronger, like he'd whoop his ass. This one would beat this one's ass. Actually, I could have lived without these. He doesn't really need them. I like just the cloth like that. But this one had a horrible belt too. It's like sideways and painted very badly. Not even metallic. So definitely upgrade to the new one if you have the old one. I'm hoping XM releases a 1/4 Darkseid. I'll definitely be checking that out. Alright, I'm going to compare it with some more Darkseid statues I have. So here it is next to the 1/6 scale Iron Studios Darkseid. And this Iron Studios one, I love the paint on the belt here. They did a good job. And underneath the skirt, it's fully sculpted. He's wearing underwear and everything. I kind of like the dull paint of this one better than the shiny paint. But for a 1/6, that dude's pretty big. He's fighting Wonder Woman down there. I did a review of this one if you want to check it out in my videos. Alright, now I'm going to pull out another 1/6 Darkseid. This is a 1/6 scale. Who made this? Tweeterhead Darkseid, which I love to death because it's very classic looking. I love the paint and the sculpt everywhere on this piece. Except for the, I think this head sculpt I actually like way better. than this one. I think this Sideshow one is my favorite Darkseid head sculpt. I really like the look of it. Here it is next to what I'm assuming most people have is the XM Studios 1/6 Darkseid, which their hands are around the same size, but XM's has a tiny head. So that's the size comparison of that. Let me get them all the way in there. Yeah, XM did a great job on this piece. But I hope when they make their 1/4 one, it's classic Darkseid. More like this. Because Rebirth's alright looking, but it's not my favorite. Let me get a shot of all these together. So there they all are together. And I also have the 2 1/4 Prime 1 Studio Darkseids, but to get a comparison with them, they're 80 and 90 pounds, so they're really hard to move. And I think I might move the Sideshow Darkseid next to the Prime 1 so you can kind of see a size comparison. This XM Studio Darkseid's base is so heavy. With these two together, it feels heavier than this. And especially that's the lightest Darkseid, the first Sideshow. But it feels heavier than this even. And this feels like 35 pounds to me. I don't have a scale yet, so I can't really... Don't take my word for it. I'm just saying XM's is really heavy. I'll come back with another comparison. I'll try and compare the Prime 1. So here's a comparison of the Prime 1 Injustice 1/4 Darkseid compared to the new Sideshow Darkseid. Prime 1, I don't know, they overscale like nobody's business. Sorry about the glare. That case I have it in broke and I can't take it apart. Once I do, I can only take it apart once because it broke. So the next time I take it apart, it's going to be to put that Darkseid in the Maju case I ordered, a giant one, Max Series. Yeah, so you can see Sideshow's ideal 1/4 and Prime 1. And next I'll put them next to the Prime 1 New 52 1/4 Darkseid. So here it is next to the 1/4 New 52 Prime 1 Darkseid, which should be massive because that version of Darkseid in the comic books seemed like he was 20 feet tall or something. He was just massive. He would hold like Green Lantern in the palm of his hand like King Kong held Fay Ray. And in my opinion, this New 52 Prime 1 Darkseid is the best painted and sculpted Darkseid to date, even though I actually don't like that look of Darkseid, that design. I'm not a fan of it. I like the classic look way better. But they knocked it out of the park with the sculpting and detail and paint. I couldn't find a flaw on the statue itself. The base is a little shit, but as far as Darkseid himself, it's flawless to me. Whereas the tweeter head is my favorite Darkseid just because that's what I like. Doesn't mean it's the best sculpted or size or anything. I just love that. And this new Sideshow Premium format, the exclusive head is my absolute favorite out of any of the statues I own. I love the sculpt, but they really dropped the ball in the paint overall. So I'd say it's my third favorite Darkseid in my collection now. And that's it. I don't know what I got coming in next, but my Maju cases are still a year away, but I'll definitely make a video of that when they come in. I bought a whole wall to replace these 3 cabinets of the Giant Max series ones. So everything that's in these cabinets and that other Prime 1 Darkseid are going to go in there. So yeah, thanks for watching.